talk to me about this, shifting gears or not so much. This is another, I think, topic that many people out there deal with, especially this day and age.
Okay.
And my guess is people deal with it because we're more connected but alone than ever. And that is depression. Talk to me about depression. Talk to me about, I don't know, your swing on it. Where does it hit you as a therapist? How important is understanding it to your work? And where does it fall? Like, just let's unpack some depression stuff. I'm curious.
To me, depression is feeling like I'm glued together.
What do you mean?
Like, if my entire body was made out of glass or porcelain or clay, every time something sad happens, I've never been like an angry person. I just kind of get sad and disappointed. Anytime it happens, it's like someone has dropped me on the floor and I shatter into all these pieces. Sometimes they're bigger pieces, sometimes they're smaller pieces. And then slowly over time, using the coping skills that I have, I glue myself back together. And it takes a while for that glue to set, for that resin to cure, right? And so I can be pretty delicate for a while. And for me, that's like my phases of depression. It's like that time it takes for me to pick myself back up and put myself back together. And then for a while, like, I'm okay. Like in San Diego, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm glued together technically. Like, I'm holding it up. But it's still kind of like wiggly.
Were you depressed down there?
Yeah. Yeah, I was so depressed.
Because you were lost.
Because I was separated, recently divorced. I love having another person.
Yeah.
I love being in a relationship. It gives me meaning and direction, and I love imagining a future.
Right.
And when those things end, like I lose a lover.
Breaks you.
Oh my God.
Shatters you into tiny little pieces.
I don't know how tiny or little they are, but pieces.
Whoa.
Whatever sounds most tragic. Yeah, that one.
Tiny little pieces sounds the most tragic.
A million little fibers. Yeah.
Whoa. So the portion that, in your opinion, is the depression is the sweeping the pieces back up and gluing them back together. That's the darkest phase.
No, I think the darkest phase is when,
Don't get depressed talking about it.
I'm already depressed. The vodka didn't help. The tea's cold.
How drunk are you right now?
I'm not drunk at all. I'm not drunk at all.
1 to 10.
3 or 4. Is that a professional answer? Like a 3 or a 4?
You're a 4 right now?
Is that professional? Can we?
Professional? You can be anything you want.
I think like a solid 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. That's a good place to be in.
There's a little bit of water in there.
Yeah, take a sip. Drink some water.
Okay. Well, it's vodka technically.
What's that? Oh, that's the Pepsi.
This is the vodka and Pepsi. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, you said take a glass of the water. Take a drink of the water.
You are lightweight. You poured like a drop in there.
Of what?
Vodka.
You poured a drop of vodka.
Right. I mean,
in there.
you had a drop. I poured a drop in there.
Well,
I know how much
that
I
was
poured.
Probably like a shot.
No.
Okay. We should. This is pretty basic stuff.
Is
this what we're talking about now?
I think people out there are curious how much alcohol it takes.
Okay.
To get you feeling good, to get you to like a 5.
A 5 of drunk?
I think if you finish, you didn't even finish it. I think if you finished that, you'd be at a 5 or 6.
Okay, so I don't equate like drunk to feeling good, but like 3 drinks is my max. That is like where I am like, after that, like that's I'm starting to get sloppy. Like,
I struggle believing that.
Why? Because
I poured nothing and you're at a 3.5.
Yeah, but I also have like not been maintaining myself
right
as a therapist should for the past like 2 months or so.
No.
I'm just a human today. Like the past 2 months I've just been human. I've not been eating.
Your workouts have been shorter. Shorter workouts.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Incredible. So depression.
Mhm.
So that's a fascinating, not explanation, but definition. I've never heard it put that way, where something happens, you break into pieces, and then you work to put yourself back together. And again, it's a cool definition, but I think it's very true. Everyone go through stuff. So would that indicate that, in your opinion, people's different lengths of time that they're depressed, that basically is another way to say this person's rebuilding period is longer than someone else's?
No. That is accurate for me.
Okay, so this is specifically what it means to you and how it feels to you.
Every person is completely different.